Hello, everyone. I wanted to do a little clip about some really interesting clouds I saw yesterday, only I don't believe they are clouds. I believe they are cloaked ships. And here, and I'm going to dissect it all so that you can all see why I believe they are cloaked ships. Now, I'm very intuitive, so I do go on my intuitive feeling, but also look at this. Guys can see my pointer. Look at this outline. Like, this is not natural. You can clearly see that this is cloaking something. And over here as well, this one. And then there's another one over here. You can see what my mouse is pointing to it. So yeah, this one especially, you can see the cloaking because the cloud behind it is disappearing right here. Another thing I noticed with this picture, and I have others that I'm gonna go into also. I'm sorry if this is a little shaky, but I'm holding my camera and this is viewing my iMac. So the other thing I noticed was that each one of these ships here, each one of these, they have a group of clouds above each one of them, like quite similar, going in like this whirling pattern in a way. Now I wonder what's going on over here though. Why this one's kind of breaking up, but I have another picture of that. So, but yeah. Okay, let me show you another picture. Trying to find one. Yeah. See here, we can look at this one a little bit better. Zoom it up. Now I do wonder what's going on here. I haven't fully looked at it all yet, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to record some of this and see what we can get. It's really interesting. And here I'm going to put it in negative mode. Look at this. Oh, look at that. We didn't see that before, did we? Oh my goodness. There's clearly something in this cloud. I wonder if these are like fumes or something from their ships. Take the negative back. Okay, so we did see this cloud right here. But why is it's so dark when we go negative with it? Look at how dark that is. It's just really interesting, right? I also sometimes play with the levels. Playing with the levels. Because when we play with the levels, we can see things that are, darker in the clouds. Objects in the clouds. Wondering what's over here. Sorry, it's shaking so much. I'm trying not to do it. It's like, what's this over here? All right, so let's look at another one. Here's one. This one is really interesting. Oh, there's something up there. But let's do a negative mode first. Oh, they cloaked this one really well. Okay, let's try levels. Ooh. Yeah, that's definitely a cloaked object. I mean, I don't know how someone can look at that and go, oh, it's just a cloud. I'm sorry, but in my almost 46 years of living, I have never seen anything like this. And I have been looking up at the sky since I was a kid. I've always loved cloud watching. It was something I loved to do, especially when I was in the car and we go on road trips. And even as a teen or young adult, I went on a lot of road trips by myself and watched the skies. Never seen stuff like this before, ever in my life. Like, look up here. It seems like there's something there. Here, pull that down. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I burped. I'm drinking my coffee. But, I'm not going to stop this whole video just because I burped. That's just ridiculous. Keeping it real. We'll just keep it real. So let's see, what else can we do? Color balance. Look at the different colors. I like playing around with the different levels and stuff. Sometimes you can see things. Okay, so let's look at a different one. This one's quite interesting. Put it in negative mode. Do we see anything? That's really interesting. Now these dots, that's from my window, my dirty window, so ignore those. Those are not anything phenomena or anything. Yeah, what I thought was interesting about this one is like, what are these pine cone, like these cone shaped things on top of this cloud? Here, I'm going to undo that so you guys can see. I thought this was really strange. I'm just playing around, guys, so I can see what I mean? Like, what? They're perfectly shaped cones. It's something's going on here. I wonder if I can do the levels with this. Do the levels on inverted mode. Wow. It's so inquisiting, right? Okay, so these things right here, like I really thought, see right here, these things, don't they look like massive angel wings? They look like angel wings, but I really think, obviously they're ships. And it's interesting, they have clouds right on top here that look they all look the same. Not entirely, but like what's in these clouds above them? What's in the clouds above them? So curious. Changing the levels. There is something there, obviously. Ooh, look at this. Okay, so let's try negative. So this is not natural because natural clouds just are not perfect. Oh my gosh, it's just, there's no way this is natural. Look at, I'll take the levels off. This is just a thing for my window right here. Okay. So, it's perfectly shaped. Like, I've seen this cloaking ability before on other clouds where I've actually seen the ships in the clouds. So this is why it's all blurry right here. It's because it's their cloaking ability. Let's go to another. Where's that one? I want to go back to this one. Because look at this. That's so obviously cloaked. It was incredible watching this go by. Like I was like, whoa, they are massive. So many odd shapes in the sky. Like you can tell there's something here, see? They use the clouds to cover their ships. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, I think it might be all, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, so let me show you something a friend showed me. This is in southern Arizona. My friend Erin sent me these pictures. I have seen these. These are the cube ships. Okay, I've seen these before. Bunch of cloaked ships in this picture, though it's not real obvious to most people. This is a cloaked cube. You can see it right here. This is a cube ship. Those are associated with the grays. Okay, now let's go negative. You'll see now, negative, it turns it completely white. And what does that mean? When it goes completely white, that means there's something there. Okay. So let's do levels. You can see right here the outline of the ship. Like, I've seen a cube ship completely uncloaked, not cloaked at all, hovering right over Milwaukee, like in daylight, and nobody blinked an eye. I'm driving there and nobody was even looking at it. I'm like, hello, why am I the only one seeing this? There is a cube in the sky. Broad daylight. Nobody was looking at it. And I'm like, I was trying to film it at drive, which was really dangerous. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get this because nobody else is looking at this. And it was heading east towards Lake Michigan. And I was heading east, so I was behind it. And it was going pretty fast because I was trying to keep up with it. And I couldn't. So with all the traffic and everything that I was going through. But yeah, it's I have it posted on my channels if you want to try and find it. But yeah, this is a cube ship. This is a gray ship, and look at this. This is what caught my attention right here. Why does that look like the tail of an airplane next to a cube ship? I mean, it almost looks like it, right? But this is pretty low to the ground for, you know, like a 747 or whatever. Like, it looks like a plane, doesn't it? That's flying with it. But it could be attached to it, who knows? But here you see over here, almost like there's more definitely right here. This is a cigar shaped. There are cigar shaped ships or like long rectangle ones. There's one right there. Right here. But yeah, you guys got to pay attention. There are ETs that are of the false light, as we call them, and there are those of the true light. And you really got to feel them out. It's all about frequency and vibration. You have to feel them out. What do you get when you look at this one? What are your feelings? I never get anything positive when I see these. I get this really butterfly feeling in my stomach. It never feels right. Oh, look over here. Like, there's probably some in here too. Sorry, my camera is, yeah. Let me see if I can find another one that she sent me. Yeah, here's the cube one again. Here you can see these are most likely cloaked ships right here. It's the same picture, just not cropped. And this one, I believe there was a big Here, let's invert it. Like, whoa. Okay, I'm gonna undo this one. But we can see it better when we do the levels. Okay, look at that. See, you can see the ships here. I believe there's a massive one right here. 100%. Look at this. Perfect triangle. Tip of a triangle over here. You see my reflection. So yeah. They're very good at cloaking because they're technology. But I do believe that they are letting us see just a little bit so that we get used to them. That's what they're doing because they don't want to create panic, mass panic. I think most people know that they're here. They've been here for thousands of years. Look, it looks like a face right there. But sometimes we see faces and things. And I totally believe that. Like, look at what is this? It looks like an exact square with a face sticking out of it. Like, is that not trippy or what? Like, the veils are definitely dropping on us, and we're starting to see things that we never could see before. And it's getting trippy, guys. It's getting really trippy. But it's so exciting at the same time. Like, what a time to be alive, right? What a time. My goodness. This is never, for such a mass population, in thousands and thousands of years, humans have not had, like, a mass population has not had contact with extraterrestrials for thousands of years. They did a long time ago, but there are benevolent ETs, and then there are those that are not interested in. Oh, I showed you that one. Yeah, see, here's that cute. Gotta feel them out, guys. Gotta feel them out because that's how we discern. Like, when I see these, like, I feel super good about these guys. I feel really good about these. These are the good ones. When you see groups of different shapes of ships, those are usually alliances with several different ET races or species. I don't like to say the word race, but species. What is some interesting triangle there? But yeah, if you see multiple shapes of ships, that usually means it's an alliance of some sort, positive or negative. I have to tell you though, most of the negative are gone. Okay. Most of the negative ones are gone. There's a few that are left that the good ones are trying to clear out. But yeah, you gotta feel them out. That's where your empathic abilities need to come in. To feel someone out. Can you trust them? Do you feel you can trust them? Now, here's another thing I really need to press. we as people are still, what should I say? We are still trying to get over racism, okay? Just as people tend to be racist towards other groups of, people, whether it's their culture, their color of skin, whatever, we have to learn to not be racist towards extraterrestrials. It's the same thing. It's the very same thing. We can't clump all of them in one group. So we have a few that are bad in a group. Doesn't mean the whole group is bad. That goes with any race, any species. Okay, we have to feel them out. We have to watch their actions. Can't judge someone just by the way they look, right? The same goes with extraterrestrials. We cannot fear them just because they look strange. We have to feel them out. Use your empathic abilities, your intuition. Then you will know whether they are good or bad. If you are coming from a place of fear, you're not going to be judging them right, because fear is what keeps our blinders on to what's really going on. Fear is associated with of the unknown. We don't understand something. We fear what it's all about because we don't understand it. We haven't done the work to actually take time to dive into what it's about. Like, okay, I have people are like, oh, these are angels. No. Sometimes they can look like angels, but they're sylphs. I made the same mistake when I first started seeing them. I have lots of pictures of sylphs. I can call on the sylphs and they come. I have that connection with them. One of my signs in my birth chart is an air element, is a air sign. So I forget, I think it's Aries, but I don't remember which part on my birth chart. It's not. My sun is in Cancer. My moon is in Leo. My Aries is somewhere in there, and I forget where, but yeah. These are sylphs. They can sometimes look like angels. Well, what they do is they help to clear our air. They break up the chemtrails. I have seen it. I've called for them to break up chemtrails, and then I wish I could show you a picture. But yeah, I have some really beautiful pictures of sylphs. And they're air elementals, and they can shape the clouds. See, look at this one, almost looks like it's doing something with the clouds. Look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like it's totally, it's doing some energy work. And now this is when these ships appeared. Same time that these ships appeared. There was a bunch of them that were around the ships. See up here. See these ships? There's a bunch of them right here. There's a group of them. I can feel them. They can be quite large beings. Guys might think it's crazy, but until you start to learn how to really connect to your intuitiveness, your empath abilities, you will learn to feel the different energies with the things around you, the different ships that you'll see. You cannot observe something in fear, because then it's almost like you're putting up a wall to the truth that's actually there. Yes, you will be able to feel whether it's positive or negative, but you cannot come from a place of fear, because then your judgment goes down incredibly when we are in fear. Because then that's where confusion sets in. But anyways, I just wanted to share these with you, and I hope you all have a beautiful Monday. And guys, keep your eyes on the sky. If you see something strange, record it. Take pictures of it. Feel it out. They can hear us telepathically. They can hear us, they can see us, they know what we're doing. We're always being watched, guys. You can't hide anything. You can't hide anything from God. You can't hide anything from these higher beings. They're all watching. So yeah, stay in your heart. Trust that the divine plan is folding out, that everything is going to work out for the good of all, and those karma is coming around. Create your dharma. Dharma is good karma. You want to create dharma, not karma. Okay, so good things are coming. It's going to get rough for a little bit, but then we're going to come out on top. I truly believe we will. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful Monday. Goodbye.